So, what games have I played? I have played not that many games compared to a lot of people. I really grew up playing a lot of the shareware games on the PC. So a lot of my background is like Commander Keen and that whole era of games. I also played a ton of the Sierra, like Space Quest and some of the other adventure games, like some of the King's Quest and like Gold Rush and Codename Iceman and all those. And then I also played a fair amount of in fact, almost all of the LucasArts adventures, all the Monkey Island, Maniac Mansion, and Indiana Jones games. I didn't have a Nintendo or a Commodore 64 or any of those systems, although I did have a Game Boy, which had pretty much like Tetris and Super Mario Brothers on it. Those were a lot of fun. But really, I think the game that probably had the most influence on me was actually Galactic Conquest, which was a text-based, turn-based, single-computer multiplayer game, which of course Galcon was somewhat inspired by. And I think the reason that game really captured me so much was because I think when I played it I was like, I don't know, 10 or 11, and the cool thing about that game is it wasn't just a solo gaming experience. I actually would like go over to a friend's house and we would get the computer going, put the disc in, and then 3 or 4 of us would sit around the same computer and each take turns, you know, typing, you know, planet C to planet F with 45 ships, and then we'd press enter, and then the next person would do that, and it was all, there was this whole element of secrecy where you wouldn't know where other people were sending their ships or what they were doing, and you'd have all this diplomacy, and I think I just really loved the social dynamic of the multiplayer game that you were able to get with something like that, which in some ways is why I think some of the new iPhone stuff is kind of exciting to me and stuff I want to play around with, is because you can actually start, since so many people have iOS-based devices, you could actually have the same sort of social multiplayer experience, each person on their own iPhone in the same room, and I'm really looking forward to trying out some of that later on this year.